like the video, and subscribe right this moment or this dog will steal your crush. Askreddit. What's an insult that sounds like a compliment? I love what you're trying to do with your hair. This one made me laugh. My grandma used to tell us that if you ever met an ugly baby you should said wow, that is some baby. Here's a picture of my baby. Isn't he cute? Oh, would you look at him? My favorite is, oh he looks just like you. That is some adult. Reminds me of an Emily Blunt story. She had just had a baby and the nurse says you have a really cute baby, she's so cute. Emily Blunt says you must say that to everyone now. If I see an ugly baby I just say back quote you had a baby. My grandma always says people are good and kind when they get on her nerves. They think she's a sweet old lady when she's really saying they're good for nothing and kinda stupid. I got it engraved on a mug for her. I love my daughter so fucking much. But man, those baby photos from the first month are rough. Seeing my now 11-year-old in his first day/month's photos makes me think of a tiny, jaundiced alien. The jaundice resolved quickly, but he sure looked like an alien for another couple of months. It wasn't until he was about 2 that I realized that he was a sorta ugly baby either. I thought he was perfect. That outfit is really brave. I love how you'll just wear anything. I've had that said to me. Just tell me I look like shit bitch, I don't know fashion, I need help. I got that once. I love how you don't even care what looks good. Doesn't feel great, even if it's meant as a compliment. You're at the top of the bell curve. Keep trying. One day you'll make it to the top of the bell curve. Can someone L5? I'm assuming this has to do with a normal distribution, so wouldn't this just be calling someone average? Exactly. It sounds like you're telling them they are at the top of the distribution, when in fact you are saying there is nothing special about you. You are perfectly average, amongst a sea of unnoteworthiness. You're much smarter than you look. Some asshole told me that once. I just said, and you're dumber than you look. That was the day I learned blondes are stereotyped to be stupid. I was about to say I get this all the time and think it's because I'm blonde. Then I finished your sentence and was like, oh, okay, same. I'm not blonde, but people think I'm dumb. I'm not blonde, but I'm dumb. You're so confident. This has got to be a kick to the nuts. Said in the right tone, that must suck. Cause you know homeboy built up quite some courage to rock those assless chaps, and now Aunt Karen just dropped that bomb on you at the family Christmas party. Especially if you post a picture in a swimsuit and people comment on your bravery and confidence. This is a real thing. If you are hot and you say you're ugly, people will accuse you of fishing for compliments. If you're ugly and you say you're ugly, everyone will be like, oh no you're not. Girl, you're so pretty. In my experience as an ugly guy, if you say that, you just hear crickets chirping as people stare at you sideways and slowly turn away. You look healthy where I'm from. The nice way of saying someone has gotten fat. I got you're looking strong from a middle-aged woman. You know what that means. Edit. It means you look healthy, robust, like the wind won't knock you over, eating well. In other words, chunkier than I last saw you. If you've lost weight they'll ask if you're eating properly. Yeah, she wants the D. Your sister is beautiful and you are smart. I've heard this a lot in my life, and I'm not even that smart. Relatable. I'm the ugly sister. But I'm apparently so smart, as though my beautiful sister isn't smart as fudge. She's cute and smart, and I love her. Does it have to be a competition? It's not a competition until the stronger sibling devours the weaker sibling. Okay Dwight. Friends and I do this thing where you add the word actually to an otherwise normal compliment in order to make it backhanded. E.g., hey you're actually pretty smart. That's actually pretty funny. Hey now. My girlfriend says stuff like this all the time. I'm not especially worried about the size of my weenie, but nothing gives you pause quite like a WW look at her cute little penis. I woke up to my GF staring at my soft meat, and she was like, it's so cute. It's crazy how small it is when it's not hard. And I was like, okay ouch. Dude, don't worry about it. Growers are literally the genetically and evolutionarily superior beings. You know why I think that? It's because when you're soft, it's out of the way and hardly any blood is going there, meaning you don't have to worry too much about it hitting things or getting caught, and you're smarter. Then when you need it, the thing's fudging big. It's a meat log and it's ready to hog. It's a size that's enough to pleasure whatever lucky lady you have. I know you've said this to yourself in front of mirror. It's a meat log and it's ready to hog. I once told someone he had a pretty penis, and I meant it as a genuine compliment, but it was not interpreted as such. You have to use words like brutish or energized, or power burst. Basically, if it's not the name of Monster Energy drink flavor or Men's Axe shampoo scent, don't use the word. Lol, someone once told me my penis has a great personality. It's beautiful on the inside. The classic, I hope your day is as pleasant as you are. This is coming from a retail worker to a full Karen. Or, I hope you have the day you deserve. I love this as a roll to me witchy curse, because it can also be a gift. Since the bearer can turn their day around by not being an asshole. You've got a face for radio, and a voice for print, and the athletic physique for chess, and a penis for braille porn. You talk so eloquently, you speak so well towards a black person, as if we all talk like we are from the depths of the hood. I once called an Uber for my brother and I called the driver to tell him where to pick him up. We live in South Africa and the driver was white, so when my brother gets home he told me the driver asked if he was adopted. It turns out the driver who was white thought that I was white based on my voice, so that meant my brother had to be adopted. It was funny. NGL. Asian people get something like this too. Oh, your English is so good. Thanks, I was born in California. English is my primary language spoken at home and at school. At least wait for someone to explain when they got to this country before trying to make remarks like that. My friend often gets, wow, you don't sound black. To which he usually responds, and what does a black person sound like? Cue awkward moment when idiot realizes how dumb they sound. I went to an urban high school and my black friends would make fun of each other if they weren't speaking in hood slang. They'd say I can sound white and then put on some ridiculous plumby weighted tones or try to sound like British aristocracy. It cuts both ways, but it's still shitty to be surprised when someone is eloquent or well spoken. I'm not black, but from a really rough working class area. I always get told you don't sound like you're from XXXX, to the point where people will say to another person guess where he's from and get me to say something. Always make you feel like a fucking zoo animal. Good for you. Shit, I say this to everyone. Good for you. Alex Trebek has entered the chat. Alex's way of saying, not interesting, let's move along. I think for him it's more just, I don't know how to respond to what you just said. Some Jeopardy contestants tell the absolute weirdest things about themselves on the show. My southern grandmother used to say I could never be brave enough to wear that, but look at you. Grandmas are ultimate shady ladies. I'm fucking naked, woman. You're so cute and silly. Take off your skin. Or, I'd never wear something that bold. I could never wear something like that. But it's so, you. Well, there's a 50% chance this is an insult and a 50% chance it's a compliment. Wait, but this is actually a compliment for me. Am I saving this post for this comment? Gonna need it sometime in the future. Thanks. Lol. 50% of people are below average. What does that mean? I'm very confused here. IQ follows a normal distribution. Search for it on Google Images. It's the bell curve, and the highest point on the bell curve is at an IQ of 100, the average. The further to the right you go on the graph, the higher intelligence is, but since being on top is usually a positive thing, you can call someone average while making it sound like you're telling them they're special. Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with our daily videos.